Hi, welcome to our video orientation of the Jay Flight SLX by Jayco 183RB. We're going to start our tour at the front of the trailer, and we'll show you. Right in here we have your 12-volt battery lead. This is a new unit, so we don't have a battery in box installed yet. Next we'll come take a look at the front storage compartment. It's a good size, under bed access. This is where you'll find the crank for the stabilization jacks. Right beside there you'll see that this trailer is equipped for rear view cameras on the side marker lights here. This is an option that must be purchased separately, but it is a handy option to have. There's one here and the same spot on the other side, as well as an alternate one or another one on top of the back, which I'll show you later. There's a 20-pound bottle storage here and regulator. This is what breakaway switch to be attached here on this pin, and then the other end of the loop will go to the tow vehicle. So in the event that the tow vehicle and your trailer gets separated, this will pull the pin, engage the trailer brakes to stop your trailer from rolling on down the highway. Conversely, if you ever find that your trailer brakes are stuck on or it's not towing well, take a look and check to make sure that this didn't get pulled out by accident and engaged. Continue along the outside of the trailer. You'll notice there's another one of those rear view camera housings here. You'll notice here we have your fresh water tank fill. This is basically where you'll put your fresh water if you're ever going to go camping where there isn't any water supply. Continue along the outside. Next we come to the outside access for your hot water tank. A couple things that we need to be aware of here. One is the drain plug for the hot water tank, and the other is the pressure relief valve. Don't ever remove the drain plug without first opening the pressure relief valve. Otherwise this drain plug will shoot out like a rocket. Right beside this we have your city water connection, just where you put the garden hose from the campground. Right below here we have the output for your black and gray water tanks, as well as the gray and black water valves. And beside that is one of the previously mentioned stabilization jacks. It's important to note that these are not meant to level your trailer, just to stabilize it after it's pretty much already level. Right above that we have the 25-foot 30-amp power cord. This is what you use to plug into your campground power. Continue on. Next we'll come to the door side again, and we'll point out your awning speakers at the head on either end of the awning. And this here is the venting for your refrigerator. It's important that this remains obstruction free for the proper functioning of your refrigerator. Because it's under the awning, I want to make special mention of the exhaust for your furnace. This gets really hot, so just make sure, due to the fact that it's under your awning, that you're not obstructing it or blocking it, or yourself standing in front of it when it's going to fire up, because it is pretty warm. Let's take our tour to the inside and see what we have. First thing, right in the door, fire extinguisher, very important. And right beside that, down near the floor, we have your propane carbon monoxide detector. It's important that we test this ever so often. I suggest 6 months. 6 months because it's daylight savings time, and that's generally when you change the batteries in the smoke detectors. So I would suggest you press this button on the front here, glowing green, press it. It'll make a bunch of beeping noises, and then it'll return to being just a green light on the front. You'll know it's working well. Just inside the door here, you'll see we have access to the main lights of the trailer, as well as the awning light. We have controls for the awning and controls for the slide in and out. Right below there we have the indication panel. It's worth noting that the indication panel also has the connectivity for your water pump, or the switch for your water pump, and the switch for the water heater on gas and electric. This unit is equipped with a wall-mounted air conditioner. A pretty straightforward function on it here. on, off, fan speed, and there is a sleep timer, I believe. While we're in the back bedroom, make note of the fire exit. So you push down this black tab, push the red handle over, out, and then push it all the way out of the trailer. Grab this red tab, pull it out, remove the screen, and you can escape to safety. So next, we'll come to your range top. This as well is pretty straightforward. You turn this dial to that arrow is pointing to the light position. Once there, you light the burner with your barbecue lighter. Same for both. Beside that, we have a hookup for either via 12 volt or 120, but a hookup for a TV, as well as the output for your cable or satellite. Right next to that, we have the unit Gfci. It's important to note that if this is tripped, which you can tell because that light will come on, if this is tripped, some plugs will not work around the trailer, most notably anything near water, counter plug, your outside plug, none of these will work properly. So if that red light's on, come press the black button above it to reset it, and then hopefully that fixes any issues you may have been having. Above there we have your radio. This radio has HDMI, USB, and Bluetooth connectivity, as well as 2-zone functionality. What that means is you can play the radio, anything, music, whatever you're playing on this stereo, you can play it inside and outside the trailer. And you can play it on zone 1 by itself, zone 2 by itself, both together, or both can be off if that's what you desire. Right below here we have the refrigerator. It's a little different unit. You can use it on 12 volt, gas, or electric. In order to light it on gas, we put it to the light position here, the knob straight up and down. We press and hold this button here to purge any air in the lines. And then while we're holding that button, you press the lightning bolt button, which is the igniter. You do that, obviously with the propane on. I don't have it on right now, but you do that and it'll light. Right behind me here we have the thermostat. Pretty simple. Right now it's in the off position. Move it till it clicks over. There you go. And that's about it. You can hear that it's come on now. It'll shut off in a minute. That's just the fan. We have your bathroom. Nice little bathtub here. Fan, skylight as always. I like the skylights. Really brightens it up. And one of the last things we'll talk about is this smoke detector. There's a button on the bottom here you can press to make sure it's functioning properly. Again, I recommend every 6 months at daylight savings time, same time that you do the carbon monoxide smoke detector. Then the last thing we'll talk about is your power center here. This is where you find all your breakers like you'd have in your house, and fuses like you might have in your car or truck. That about does it for the tour today. Don't hesitate to give us a call and we'll do our best to answer your question. Thank you.